President Baker, members of the Hall staff, thank you for making this day so special. Commissioner Goodell, thanks for your help and friendship through the years. Congratulations to my classmates on this well-earned honor. And you saw earlier why we all love Charles. Special thanks to the electors and those who presented me in this process, Vic Carucci and Sal Palantonio. In gratitude, I'm naming them honorary Irishmen. Marv often quotes the great British statesman Winston Churchill. With apologies, I'll paraphrase Mr. Churchill as it applies to me. Never has one person owed so much to so many. Time precludes me from mentioning all who deserve my thanks. Please know, however, be you player, coach, scout, staff member, family, or friend, you are in my heart today and every day. It starts with family, my parents, grandparents, and aunts. A journey that began on a boat from Ireland led to Canton. I don't think they would have believed it, but I know they're proud. My sister Regina, my late brother Kevin, and their families, my in-laws, and so many other relatives and friends, thank you for your love and support. Most important, my immediate family. My wife Eileen, the rock on which this family is built. She's borne the burden of a football life with love, loyalty, and sacrifice while raising the best family anyone could hope to have. None of the wonderful things that have happened would have been possible without her. Our daughter Lynn, our sons Chris, Brian, and Dennis. Our daughters-in-law, Debbie, Laura, and Jenny, we are proud to be your parents. And God's greatest gift, our grandchildren, Annie, Will, Jack, Caroline, Kate, Aiden, and Charlotte. You make the sun shine for us every day. I love you all. To all the coaches from the Sandlots of the Bronx to Mount St. Michael and NYU who put up with a low-talent, all-heart guy who loved the game, thank you. Two deserve special mention. George Paterno, my boss at Kings Point, who taught me to be a professional and who pointed me toward a career in scouting. And Bob Windish, my college coach. He was my toughest critic, my greatest advocate, and my lifelong friend. Sadly, neither are here today, but their lessons are with me every day. So many contributed to my growth through the years, and Lord knows I needed plenty. Ron Waller and Jim Schaff in Kansas City, Pat Martin and Paul Robson in Winnipeg, Norm Pollum, Dave Olson, and Scouts Chink Senkel, Bob Ryan, and Dave Smith in Buffalo, and in the league office, Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, one of the finest men I know. Thank you all. Football is the ultimate team game. At every club, we had a special group of dedicated professionals, trainers, doctors, equipment men, videographers, groundskeepers, security, clerical, and public relations staff, largely unknown to the public, but certainly not to me. I'm grateful to every one of them. I had an extraordinary group of associates who always went above and beyond. Bill Munson and the late Ed Stillwell in Buffalo, my dedicated assistants, Debbie Pollum, Connie Papa, Tony Price, and Sue Kelly, and from the beginning to end, Steve Champlin, the most loyal, selfless teammate one could have. One of the greatest experiences I had was serving for 19 years on the NFL Competition Committee. It was chaired by Hall of Famer and friend Jim Finks. When I was named general manager in Buffalo, the first call I got was from Jim. His message was short. Congratulations, you're one day closer to being fired. As usual, he was right. The committee that first year consisted of Paul Brown, Don Shula, George Young, Marty Schottenheimer, Tom Flores, the iconic Art McNally, and from the league office, Don Weiss and Donna Montana. Football heaven. What's a kid from the Bronx doing here? As a young man, I never thought I would meet such legends, much less come to call them friends. Through the years, co-chairman Rich McKay and Jeff Fisher, ably assisted by the NFL's most talented executive, Joel Bussard, and a group of great owners, coaches, and executives and staff, made this a labor of love. It was a joy serving with you. I've also had the honor of sitting on various committees with some of the league's most prominent owners. Thanks to them and to all their fellow owners for creating the world's greatest sports league, the ultimate meritocracy, where a dream, talent, character, and the willingness to pay the price is the only requirement. I'm being inducted as a contributor, but in truth, this game and the NFL has given me far more than I've given it. No franchise can succeed without committed ownership, and I've worked for some of the best. Jerry Richardson gave us the opportunity to start a franchise from scratch in Carolina. Jim Irsay had a vision for his Colts and allowed us to help make it a reality. His generosity and loyalty gave us the tools to succeed. Thank you, Jim. And of course, Ralph Wilson, to whom I owe a debt I can never repay. He took, in his words, a chance on a young guy with promise and gave us the support to build one of the most memorable teams in league history. Thanks as well to the fans in Carolina, in Indianapolis, circling the wagons in Buffalo. You were truly the wind beneath our wings. Through the years, I've worked with exceptional and dedicated scouts. You were the backbone of our system. My gratitude to you is unbounded. I've had the pleasure of working with great personnel executives who have truly been partners in building our teams. John Butler and Bob Ferguson in Buffalo, the unparalleled Dom Neely in Carolina and in Indianapolis, who helped create the system that produced many great teams and many great young men who are now making their mark in the NFL. So many great assistant coaches contributed to our success. A few gave me my grounding in pro football. Bobby Ross, Dan Sikanovich, Dick Roach, Frank Gans, Don Lawrence, Ted Marchibroda, Mike Murphy, Rusty Jones, John Tierlink, Leslie Frazier, Tom Bresnahan, Jim Ringo, Tom Moore, and Howard Mudd. We would not have succeeded, and I would not be here without these valued colleagues and friends. The head coaches, Cal Murphy in Winnipeg. He gave me my first director's job. He also gave me lifelong support and friendship. I miss him greatly. Kay Stevenson, he brought me to Buffalo. He taught me by example that commitment to principle and loyalty are the true measure of a man. Hank Bulla, who brought many good people to Buffalo. Jim Mora, who built a culture of hard work and discipline that lasted through our time in Indianapolis. Dom Capers, who took a group of strangers and through his organizational talent, sincerity, and incredible work ethic, created a championship team. Jim Caldwell, he followed a legend and took us to a Super Bowl and continues that great work today in Detroit. I was blessed to work with all these men. Tony Dungy, America's coach. What a joy to work with him. Many of our players felt that because of Tony's faith, the Almighty did him a favor from time to time, like steering storms away from training camp so two-a-day practices could continue uninterrupted. That, nor our many miraculous second-half comebacks, was not Tony's greatest feat. He did the unthinkable, the undoable. Because of my immense respect for him, he cleaned up my vocabulary. You didn't have to applaud on that line. We never doubted for a minute that through all the heartache and heartbreak, we would win a Lombardi trophy. Tony's example of courage, class, dignity, and dedication in the face of unspeakable tragedy made us a better football team and, more importantly, better people. I look forward to his enshrinement in this hall. And of course, Marv Levy. He took a dispirited, unfocused team and through his teaching and motivational genius created Buffalo's team for the ages. The players. I wish I had time to name every one of you. The hallmarks of our team was that they were just that, cohesive teams. Everyone contributes, and everyone did. I'll name a few who are representative, but I want you all to know how much I value and appreciate the contribution of each and every one of you. In Carolina, Sam Mills, Kerry Collins, Kevin Green, John Casey, Wesley Walls, and Muhsin Muhammad. With the Colts, those I know who will merit consideration for this hall: Jeff Saturday, Dallas Clark, Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis, Adam Vinatieri, Edgerrin James, Reggie Wayne, and the incomparable Marvin Harrison. And of course, number 18, Peyton Manning. If you keep playing, I may not be around for your introduction. But wherever I am, I'll be thrilled and proud. There is a mural atop the entrance to Lucas Oil Stadium depicting scenes from our Super Bowl season. It says simply, Lucas Oil Stadium, built by champions. Yes, you are. The Buffalo Bills. Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, James Lofton, Darryl Talley, Steve Tasker, the late Kent Hull, and so many, many more. Buffalo's boys of autumn. They brought a team, a town, and a dream together like few others in NFL history. To all the players and coaches from all our teams, it has been such a joy to watch you grow and achieve so many great things. It has been a privilege to play a small role in your careers. We share a lifelong bond that will never be broken. We shared experiences which few ever do and which we will never forget. My honor is your honor. I stand here on your shoulders. I am here because of you, and I am forever grateful. As the Bible says, the last shall be first. Coach Marv Levy. 4 decades ago, he took an interest in an obscure scout whose reports impressed him. That was me. But for Marv, I would not have a career in pro football, let alone be standing here. He is my mentor, my role model, my friend. I have very often failed to live up to his example, but I never fail to continue to try, because for me, he represents all I ever aspired to be when I was a young man dreaming impossible dreams. In Buffalo, prior to every game, from the preseason to the Super Bowl, Marv and I would walk down the tunnel together side by side. We would wish each other luck and embark on another contest together. I am thrilled that on this great day, I can take another walk side by side into these hallowed halls with the man who did so much to put me here. Thank you, Marv. The impossible dreams have all come true. I began by paraphrasing Churchill. I'll close by quoting the pride of the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. Today, I am the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Thank you.